everybody? I'm here today to show you and tell you how to clean a Rubik's Cube fast. This will be a full tutorial, so let's get right into the video. There are other ways to clean a Rubik's Cube that take longer, okay? I'm just gonna say this at the beginning of the video. This is not the best way to clean the Rubik's Cube. This is not the most thorough way of cleaning a Rubik's Cube. It is simply the fastest way. And I'm not a professional Rubik's Cuber. I'm not a speed cuber or anything like that. This is just how I clean my cube on a regular basis in a timely manner, okay? So as you can see, we have the Rubik's Cube. It is fully assembled, and the benefit of this method is that it's so fast and you don't have to take the cube apart. You don't even have to take any of the cubes off, so you don't even have to partially disassemble it. Now, I do recommend that you do a thorough cleaning where you disassemble the whole cube and clean it properly once every while. But if you're like me and you're just like a hobbyist with the Rubik's Cube, then you can use this as your regular routine cleaning, okay? So what I have here is just a paper towel. You can use any regular paper towel or any like microfiber cloth, any sort of towel, and it's barely damp. It's important to make sure that it's not dripping or anything. It is barely damp at all, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, and it's just with water, sorry. So I just wet it with water and I really wrung it out so that it's barely damp at all. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna just wipe down all of the surfaces of the cube. So I'm just wiping all of the surfaces of the cube. And this accomplishes two things. Number one, this cleans the actual surface of the cube, which is definitely one of the main areas where you're going to get a lot of grime buildup. But then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the cube in a variety of ways. So just try and sort of rotate it, not necessarily fast, because we want to distribute that dampness throughout the creases, okay? So it doesn't have to be super fast, but you do have to rotate it, and that's going to distribute the dampness throughout the creases. Now, what you don't, I'll tell you what the goal is. The goal is to get just a little bit of moisture basically in between each of those creases, but you don't want that water or that dampness to go to the core of the cube. You don't want to get that dampness to the core of the cube. You just want it to just go right here, just right between the creases. So what I recommend is that you wipe it again. You want to do this a couple times, okay? Wipe it again, each surface, make sure that each surface is just barely damp at all, and then rotate the Rubik's Cube once again. Just rotate it in a few different ways. You don't have to rotate it for hours on end. Just rotate it again, okay? And then once again, do it a third time. Just like that, wipe all the surfaces really quickly, okay? And then rotate the cube once again. Now, like I said, as you can see, no water is like coming off of this. It's barely damp at all. And what we're doing now is we're just distributing the water basically throughout all of the creases right here. And it's not getting to the core because it's barely damp at all, okay? So what I like to do now is I like to leave it for about a minute or so, and then after a minute goes by, I'll come back and I'll rotate it again, just to make sure that everything is drying up nicely, basically. So I'll leave it for a minute, and then I'll come back and I'll just rotate everything again, because that ensures that everything is drying up nicely and that water is not settling anywhere. It's being rotated and it's drying up. And it's like, we're talking about the amount of moisture that's on there will be dried up in a matter of like a minute or two. So it's not like we're talking about barely any moisture at all. Just to clarify, like if I wipe it on my hand, you can see like I can squeeze this, no water is coming out. It is barely damp at all, okay? Just to be clear. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.